Sam Darnold is balling out in the NFL, and he is putting the Vikings in a very, 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 very tough position. Everybody's talking about it, and I'm going to go ahead and see what they say and give my thoughts and feedback.
Darnold has 28 touchdowns, third in the National Football League, got 10 interceptions, and I think his team is 11-2, if I am not mistaken. Vikings are rolling right now. So the question, Chase, is simple. Should the Vikings commit to Sam Darnold long-term, but that messes up the dynamics because you drafted a quarterback in the first round?
I don't care about dynamics. Commit to him long-term. 2 to 3 years is long-term for me, right, in this league. And we can sit here and talk about, and we will, that's why it's so great about the show, about what Sam Darnold has done in the past. Tell me what he's done lately for me. He has this team at 11-2. The most important thing for a quarterback is, can you win? Okay, after that, they're winning. And no one thought they would do that, especially after they got rid of Kirk Cousins. They don't want to pay Kirk Cousins $100 million or $100 million guaranteed that he got. He got $180 million from Atlanta. So they go to quarterback door number B, or letter B, and that is Sam Darnold. I love the way Sam Darnold's playing in Kevin O'Connell's offense. So if you sign him back, I think it's the right move. The last 4 games for Sam Darnold, 1,100 passing yards, ranked 4th in the NFL. TD to interception ratio, here's your 0. In the last 4 games, 11 touchdowns, no interceptions. He's 1st in the NFL. Passer rating of 126.7 the last 4 games. He's making a case not only for the Minnesota Vikings to resign him, but for other teams, these quarterback-needy teams, Giants, Jets, Browns, Raiders, to go out there and get him. And before I'll let you guys go, you got to look at the draft situation next year with these quarterbacks. Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders, Quinn Ewers, Carson Beck, maybe. It's not a great class top to bottom. So all these teams are going to need quarterbacks. When you put it on tape, even if it's for a small portion of the time, teams are excited about that. Regardless of what you were in the past, if you prove to me you can do it at a high level in the toughest division, yeah, you need to resign.
Yeah, I agree with Chase. Definitely needs to re-sign. I don't think they should give him 2 to 3 years, though. I think we should give him the same deal that Kirk Cousins got, 4 years, $180 million. I know that sounds crazy, but that's just what I believe.
You want to go first? I'll go after you. We got to probably the same answer.
Oh, dang, I lost my pen.
Come on, man.
Oh, man. First off, kudos to Sam Darnold.
Absolutely.
Because
Good job, Sammy.
it's hard to forget the past.
The compliment first.
But you are playing really well right now. Kudos to you. Don't make the same mistake the Giants made. To where you get one good year from a quarterback and you think he's your franchise quarterback, then he goes back to being the Sam Darnold that we are used to seeing. I'm not saying Sam Darnold is going to be back to Daniel Jones or be back to looking like that. I believe he's with a really good coach. I believe he has a way better arm than Daniel Jones, all of that. But you just drafted a dude in the first round to be your franchise quarterback. We're talking long-term. Long-term, no. Is he winning right now? Is he playing well right now? Does he have Addison? Does he have Justin Jefferson? Does he have Hawkinson? Is his coach really good? Yes, and he's playing well. Long-term answer is your first-round pick behind him. I will commit to him for 1 more year to have a bridge guy so we can make sure that, hey, man, when McCarthy comes back, let's see how he's going from his injury and all that, and he is going to be our starter. I'm not committing to Sam Darnold long-term. I do not believe Sam Darnold is the quarterback to take you to the Super Bowl. Sam Darnold has not even played in a playoff game. So we're saying commit to him long term. He could enter into these playoffs with all these good numbers and all that and be one and done. You know what I mean? He can get back to the Sam Darnold that we were used to seeing the first 5-6 years of his career. He can get back to that. When you talk about long term, you drafted a quarterback in the first round that is your franchise quarterback. I believe Sam Darnold has earned the right, the way he's playing this year, to come back to the Minnesota Vikings if he wants to for 1 more year, whatever that price may be, because of the young quarterback behind him. And I truly feel the same about Baker. If it was a first rounder behind Baker, you don't get $100 million. You get 1 more year if you want to come back to the Tampa Bay for what you did with a 9-8 record and went to the playoffs and won a game. So Sam Darnold, I can't forget about the past. I can't. So I'm saying what I've seen has been 5 bad seasons and 1 good one. I can't commit to
I get it.
You know what's crazy? I remember a while ago in the playoffs, the Golden State Warriors, he's on my basketball team. You guys know that. We had Kevin Durant, and we dropped the playoff game because I think we were like undefeated in playoffs, and we played the Clippers, and we lost to It was like Clippers, the Will, a couple of the guys. Oh, and Patrick Beverly. He was playing against Kevin Durant. And they lost. And they had all these questions about Kevin Durant. And Kevin says, yo, listen, hey, look, the reporter's like, look at me. Y'all know who I am, right? I'm Kevin Durant. You know what that is, right?
We know.
All right, so move on. So, same thing with Sam Darnold. He's having a good year this year. But when I look at him, you Sam Darnold, right? That's who you are? I know who you are. So if he ever goes back to what he used to be, and you making how much money you want to give him? $50 million a year?
No, I never said 50.
What you say, 40? What'd you say?
I never said 50.
What'd you say then?
I never said 40.
You said a lot.
33.
33?
33.
Listen, respectfully,
Middle tier backup.
we know who he is.
Middle tier starter.
And I hate when we act like we don't know who he is. We have the same thing with Daniel Jones. We had an argument about should they pay him. I'm like, why? You know who he is. That's one part. The second thing is, before this year started, right, Sammy Boy was 21-35, as in 21 wins, 35 losses, right, before he got there. And we all thought that he was a backer, he wasn't that good of a quarterback, correct? And then gets with a good coach, Minnesota some weapons, and now we think he's really, really good. Why can't the rookie get the same type of chance? Because if you could change Sam Darnold, who see ghosts and wasn't that good, right? Why can't this rookie, this first round, get the same type of respect?
That is true.
And give him one shot.
And JJ was improving in the preseason.
He's younger, he looked good in the preseason, and he can get better and better and better. We know what Sam Darnold's ceiling is, don't we?
No.
No, we don't.
We don't.
No, I don't
We
think
don't.
so.
I
Because
think-
he's busting through the ceiling right now.
Oh, can I say one more thing?
1 year.
The last
13
time,
games, not even a year.
the last time the Vikings went to the NFC Championship game, you know who the quarterback was?
Brett Favre.
Case
No.
Keenum, I believe.
No.
Case
Keenum.
Yeah.
Right? He was 11-3 that year, though, dog. That's when he took over the job and everything.
He got paid for a year, right?
No.
No, he went somewhere
They
else
got
and
rid of him immediately.
And he got
Do you
paid.
know why?
No, he didn't get paid.
Because they know who
No, that was
you
the year
are.
Sam Bradford got hurt.
Come on,
Here's
man.
my thing. Here's the,
What are you talking
I know he
about?
didn't start.
here's the thing. Like, we don't know who he is. We don't. Shady, either coaching matters or it doesn't. Now, I know
It does.
you sit in your elite
I want to experience something new and discover the opportunities available.
talent box where coaching doesn't matter to you. To me, so much of what you did was God-gifted. Your ability to stop and start, Deuce Staley didn't give you that.
Bro. That's why Daniel Jones had a good year, because the coach didn't
No
matter.
doubt. But what I'm suggesting is this. If we would have given up on Jared Goff, albeit we only saw 7 games, not 5 seasons. Remember, Jared Goff was atrocious before Sean McVay got there. Jared Goff wasn't even that good his first year in Detroit. But coaching mattered for Jared Goff. Sean McVay got Goff to a Super Bowl and still said, you're not enough. And he moved on. To me, Kevin O'Connell has been different for Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's coaches have been Todd Bowles, not an offensive coach, Adam Gase, not a good coach, and Matt Rule, not a good NFL coach. So either coaching matters, and we either have to make a
And Cal
decision and
Shanahan.
suggest he wasn't a starter.
He didn't start.
His coaches as a starter. So either we have to make the decision and commit to the fact that coaching matters or coaching does not. It is hard to be good for a season, for a whole season. And Sam Darnold for a whole season, 3rd in the league in touchdown passes. Keep in mind, this is more touchdown passes than Jalen Hurts has ever had in a season. It's more touchdown passes than Lamar Jackson, the MVP, had last year. This is 3rd in touchdown passes in a season where we're actually seeing quarterbacks throw touchdowns. Shout out to Joe Burrow. So he's doing something that's hard to do in the NFL for a whole season. Again, J.J. McCarthy's not Matthew Stafford. J.J. McCarthy was the 4th quarterback taken in his draft class.
Okay.
So I'm suggesting it's not like we're saying, hey, let's move to J.J. McCarthy because J.J. McCarthy is this god we were all waiting for. He was the 4th quarterback taken in his draft class. I think the Vikings probably should commit to Sam Darnold.
So this is what I don't like. How can you say that about JJ, right? And then on the same breath, you say how good Sam did. Because before the year started, you wouldn't dare say the words you saying about
course.
Sam, right? So
No
why
one
can't-
would, really.
So why can't the young boy get the same type of respect?
Because here's what we do know. Off natural talent alone, we know how good Sam Darnold is for several reasons. Number one, his skill set. Number 2, where he was drafted. Like, just off natural talent, Sam Darnold, we know naturally talented, incredibly good. J.J. McCarthy, naturally talented, more limited. Hence why he was the 4th quarterback taken in his draft class. Sam Darnold was drafted ahead of the likes of Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Not that it was good.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, hold on. Let's stop there, though. You praise him for his talent, we got drafted at, but then on the other side, you saying you went before Josh.
Because here's what I'm suggesting. If somebody has natural talent and you have a coach who can get the natural talent out of them, then I like that guy.
Here's the reality of the situation, whether we like it or not, Shady, and it's just because it's a quarterback issue in the league.
Come on, man.
Here's the reality of the situation. Sam Darnold has made himself a lot of money this year.
Of course, and good for him.
Check. Great for him. The contract situation, he's going to go out, he's going to test free agency. The contract situation will be a 2 or 3 year deal. It will be anywhere between $32 and $40 million a year offered. Here's what I think what will happen. Is Sam will go out, he'll get a $35 million a year offer for 2 years, say a $70 million guaranteed. That's just a going rate for a middle tier starter right now. That's half of what Brock Purdy or these Dak Prescott's getting. He's going to come back to the Minnesota Vikings, and the Vikings will say, we'll give you 25 to stay because they know what they have in J.J. McCarthy, and he'll probably end up signing a 2-year, $55 million deal with the Vikings. Because you don't know what the rookie can give you. But you know what Sam Darnold can give you.
To be honest with you, 2 years, 55, that's not committing to nobody. That's if you have
But I'm saying he'll go out of the building, get that number, and come back, and KLC will be like, hey, here's the deal.
But committing to somebody is Kirk Cousins.
I don't think he's ever going to get that type of money.
No, but I'm just saying.
100 million.
But that's committing to somebody. If you give a quarterback nowadays 2 years, $55 million, that is when the young player's ready. If you have 2 bad games, you're done. That's not committing.
Yeah.
So I would agree. I would agree with that. Committing to me is here go $100 and something million because that's a quarterback.
I don't think
the Vikings should not do that.
But do y'all understand how risky it is to let Sam Darnold, and it sounds crazy, but it's risky to let him walk out the building and start a rookie next year? Like, y'all are 11-2 in the toughest division in football, and you want to let him walk out the building and start a rookie, because J.J. would have taken no snaps, start a rookie coming off of a season-ending injury. So you want to let a quarterback who will likely finish 13-4, 14-3, or maybe 15-2, you want to let him walk and start a rookie coming off a knee injury. Like, they're not going to let him walk.
But it's like, yo, we did the same thing, though, when we decided to go with Sam Darnold as a quarterback.
$10 million, though, is nothing.
But what I'm saying, all I'm saying is that before the year started, y'all felt the same way about JJ, right? The same way you feel about Sam Darnold.
Yeah, I don't think JJ's all that good.
And you thought Sam wasn't that good.
I didn't think Sam was
You get
all
what I'm saying?
that
So let him get the same type of
So
starter.
try it again?
Right, same thing. Another thing is, see, y'all talking like that because y'all not writing that check, right? That's not an investment for y'all. Y'all just doing your job on TV. Imagine if you that owner, though, or you that GM, and we trying to sign Sam Darnold, you trying to sell the owner that. Yeah. Okay, all right, well, how much you trying to give him? Well, you start telling these numbers. You like, think about this, though. Think about if all the money you got in your account, let's say, I'm sure you got more than $1 million in account. Let's say, you got to give $1 million of your money to invest in Sam Darnold, no matter how good he did this year. It's going to be a little tough, don't you think?
Not if he's 15-2. It won't be at all.
Okay,
not 1 second.
But what you know about him, though? Let's think about this for a second.
You
have to go on your account and write a check to Sam Darnold.
Let me ask you this. But what's tougher? Starting the season again with Aiden O'Connell? Starting it with Drew Lock? What's tougher? You feel me? Starting it with the rookie coming off the injury? What's tougher?
And I'm done with this, though, because it's really making me upset, right? The New York Giants just went through the same situation.
Yes.
Same situation.
That's what I tried.
And you see how that thing ended?
Daniel Jones, in his good season, never played even.
Hey, I'm done. Talk to them. I'm done.
This is all I'm saying.
If you don't want to be the Giants, you sign Sam Darnold again.
This is what I think Shady's saying, too, right?
Shady's done.
Because if you give up $1 million of your money, you would not be surprised if Sam Darnold went back to the Sam Darnold his first 5 years. That's all I'm saying.
He's saying ghost. Take that ghost.
I do believe you should bring him back for 1 year. But commit? No, you got a first rounder in front of him.
I like it. What up, YouTube family? Welcome.
Yeah, so about that, I think that there's a lot to digest there. I think that Acho is the only one with sense. I think that Chase was on the right track. But I think that they should commit. The word commit literally means to devote oneself to something completely. What more do you need to see from Sam Darnold? Like, the answer is clear. Sign him, trade JJ. Trade JJ McCarthy. He hasn't done anything in the NFL. With all due respect to him, I'm sure JJ is going to be a good quarterback, but playing in the NFL is a privilege and it's not a right. I like Sam Darnold for the Minnesota Vikings. He's 27 years old. He's the same as Joe Burrow. This is a former number 3 overall pick. All right. Darnold is already playing. He's already doing what Vikings fans hope JJ McCarthy can be. Make it make sense. Like, what JJ McCarthy is going to come in and do what? Like, what is he going to do? Right. And this isn't like, oh, we want to bash JJ McCarthy. That's not what I'm doing. I'm saying, like, hey, he got hurt. Darnold has a bigger arm. right? He can hit every area of the field. He's more durable. He's bigger than J.J. McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy's already shown that he's injury prone. The offense isn't limited at all. He can hit every area of the field. Again, Darnold's only 27. It's not like he's 36 like Kirk Cousins was and coming off an Achilles injury. That's not how this is. He's 27 years old. He's 27, same as Joe Burrow, right? And we can sign him for 10 to 15 million a year cheaper, right? Jefferson likes Sam Darnold. The wide receivers like Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's 15-4 in his last 19 games. He's 4-2. He was 4-2 in his last 6 games in Carolina, right? The Jets are not that good of a franchise. With all due respect to them, they're just not really that good of an organization, all right? So with that being said, I think Sam Darnold is an absolute steal. I think he is a absolute steal. And at the end of the day, you're getting a former number 3 pick that's the same age as Joe Burrow with a higher ceiling than JJ. Sign him, lock up the championship core for the next 7 years, and go. And I'll tell you this, man: if the Vikings if they let Sam Darnold walk out that door, they're gonna regret it for over a decade. And more so importantly, this is why I think. This is the thing that I say that consciousness is very lacking, right, in the world. And you see that the more money people make, it doesn't necessarily increase their awareness of, universal laws. Because at the end of the day, gratitude, people talk about Sam Darnold going back, turning into a pumpkin. That's never going to happen. Gratitude is the highest frequency that we can operate on, and it allows us to tap into infinite intelligence. And right now, Sam Darnold's walking in alignment with the power of the universe. And that may sound crazy, but it's the truth. He knows what it's like to be at the bottom, to be in a terrible organization, to be, have the whole world go against you. He doesn't want to experience that again. He appreciates this good situation, which is why he's playing the way he's playing. I'll give you another example. Tom Brady. The reason why Tom Brady was the GOAT is because he went through adversity. On draft night, he literally failed to pick 199, knew that he should have been higher. That emotional turmoil. He didn't even know if he was going to be able to play. So when he was number 4 on the depth chart. When he got his chance, he just was grateful for it. And he did everything in his power, one play at a time, to be the best that he could be. And he carried that mentality with him for years. He was truly grateful for the opportunity. I'll give you another example. And Shady, you can see this yourself. Michael Vick, when he got out of jail. When he got out of jail, what happened? He was grateful for the Eagles, man. He was grateful for that opportunity, and that was Michael Vick's best season. James Jones, he's talked about it. Hey, not the fastest guy, not the biggest guy, but one year he led the league in touchdowns. Ask him how being homeless affected his mentality. He was at rock bottom, and he was just like, man, if I ever get the chance to take care of my family, I'm going to do it. And that's why he had a long career. He wasn't the biggest, the tallest, the fastest, or the strongest. I guarantee you he saw other athletes, other NFL wide receivers who were faster, taller, could jump higher. I was like, dang, if I had that ability, I'd be the best in the league. But he got the most out of his ability because he had went through that adversity, and it allowed him to be in a state of gratitude. Gratitude is so important, and that's why it's impossible for Sam Darnold to turn back into a pumpkin. As long as he remains grateful, he will always continue to be great. And I'm telling you, Sam Darnold is very, 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 very grateful right now. That I promise you. He's extremely grateful for this opportunity. And if the Vikings do not recognize that, hey, Sam Darnold is what we were hoping we got with JJ, he's going to go. Sam Darnold's going to go. He's going to sign for 4 years, $180 million with the Rams, and they're going to win 2 out of the next 6 Super Bowls. I'm telling you right now. And what's going to be even crazier, it's going to be, I can see 3 years from now or 2 years from now, the Rams beating the Vikings in the NFC Championship game or in the playoffs while the Rams are on their way to a Super Bowl. And that's that. Because the NFC is wide open. It is wide open. The Eagles should be it. But it seems like they have, some chemistry issues. And I'm telling you, Sam Darnold, if the Vikings don't resign him, he's going to go to the Rams, and he's going to go win a couple Super Bowls. So one more thing I do want to say is, like, if we changed this and made this to, hey, it was like a battle, there is no way that you're going to tell soldiers that have went to war, hey, I know this guy's been leading you into battle, and he's been good, and he's battle tested, and he's fought in good wars, fought for, great kingdoms and bad kingdoms, and now we're kicking butt here. And we're just going to get rid of this guy that you guys had won all these battles with, and we're going to go to the unproven younger rookie who got hurt in training. He's going to lead you guys on the battlefield. There's no way you're going to go tell your all-world receiver, Justin Jefferson, hey, I just know you had just about 1,600 yards, the most touchdowns you've ever had, and we had a really good record, but we're just going to turn the team over to JJ, right? I get that you guys had a plan, but the Niners had a plan with Trey Lance. What'd they do? They pivoted to Brock Purdy. He led them to a Super Bowl. They didn't win, but he took them to the Super Bowl. Right? So you guys got to understand that just because you have a plan, things change. And you got to be able to adjust on that, right? So the Vikings front office is very smart. And I know that they'll do the right thing. And I hope that they can put their ego aside and just be like, hey, see Sam for what he is and, operate off of, love and not fear and not have the fear that, hey, we're going to go back and turn back. Because you can't franchise tag Sam Darnold. You can't. Because that's not a commitment to him. It's still going to divide the locker room. People are not going to know. And even if you let Sam Darnold walk out, the only thing they're going to do is compare J.J. McCarthy to Sam Darnold. Okay, Sam Darnold led us to 14 wins. Okay, Sam Darnold threw 35 touchdowns. Anything short of that, people are going to look at J.J. McCarthy sideways we should have kept Sam. So you just got to get rid of J.J. McCarthy. I think the Vikings should trade him and Jordan Addison to the Giants for Malik Neighbors and a second rounder. I said it. That sounds crazy. The Minnesota Vikings should trade J.J. McCarthy and Jordan Addison to Malik Neighbors. To the Giants for Malik Neighbors and a second rounder. Or for Dexter Lawrence. They should put that package together and go win some Super Bowls. Justin Jefferson, Malik Neighbors, amazing. Because the quarterback isn't the only way that you can save money against the cap, guys. Wide receivers get paid $30 million a year now. A rookie wide receiver is very, very, very valuable. Okay? So you guys got to understand that there's ways to go, and Sam Darnold's 27. If he was 37, 32, 33, then I would get it. But he hasn't even hit his prime yet. So with that being said, guys, these are plenty of examples of, it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. But this is why I say consciousness and, gratitude and understanding universal laws are so important in everything in life. And this is why I can't wait to be an NFL owner one day. And I'm not throwing any shade to Shady or to anybody or the NFL. I'll never want to do that. I hope to be a part of your guys' great organization as an owner one day and take the lessons that I learned in life and relationships and business and apply it. Because when I do have a team, I promise you we're going to operate from a spirit-based consciousness of love and abundance, never fear and scarcity. And we're going to treat people like people and not like, dollar signs. I think the Giants made a pretty big mistake when it came to, letting Saquon Barkley walk for a couple bucks, not realizing that he was like the leader. Again, no shot at, the Giants or the NFL because I hope to be an owner one day. But, love ain't lies. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you guys. It's so important. And when I'm an owner, listen, man, if Patrick Mahomes doesn't win a three-peat this year, I legitimately think that, we're going to three-peat. My organization's going to three-peat just because I understand awareness and energy and frequency and vibration. And you guys may think that that's, hogwash, but you probably are watching this on Wi-Fi. You don't believe in energy, frequency, and vibration, even though Tesla said that's the secrets to the universe, but you're on Wi-Fi, which is just a frequency, right? So it's just one of those things. You don't believe in frequency, energy, and vibration, but you use Wi-Fi every day. So it's important, and, Wi-Fi allows you to see a whole new world. And it's the same thing when you understand energy, frequency, and vibration, a whole new world. It's so easy. Sign Sam Darnold. If the Vikings don't do it, they will regret it for the next decade. That I promise. There's nothing that J.J. McCarthy can do besides win a Super Bowl. And there's nothing that he does at the quarterback position that's better than Sam Darnold. It makes no sense for us to hold on to J.J. McCarthy at all, right? We're hoping that he can be what Sam Darnold already is. So with that being said, appreciate you guys for watching the video. Thank you all so much. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace.